Hey Pisces, welcome and thank you so much for tuning into your X reading. I hope you're all well, happy, had a fantastic week and feeling amazing. If you're new here, my name is Andrea. I hope you find something within this reading helpful and you choose to stick around for the journey. Thank you for the love, support and the beautiful energy you guys bring to Soul Embers. I appreciate you all and I'm very grateful. So the X reading will resonate with those of you that either are hooked on your ex and you want to heal, release and let them go. You want to stop living in the past and embrace future love, but you're finding it difficult to shake their energy off. I'm hoping to draw some guidance that will help you work through that space. Others of you may be wanting to reconnect or have the opportunity to reconnect with your ex, but you don't know if it's in your best interest and if they have the purest of intentions or you're wasting your time. I'm hoping to get some messages to you today that will really help you make decisions that will, have you manifesting the kind of love that you desire. And then there are others out there that are here because, there's anger and resentment about an injustice that was caused by an ex. And I've been there. I know what that feels like. And for you guys, I'm hoping to draw some messages that will help you release any anger or resentment that is really not serving you in embracing future love without taking that energy with you into your future love, right? Anyway, enough of that. First of all, let's have a look and see who am I connecting with today. Pisces, who is this message for? How can I be of service to the beautiful Pisces out there? What's going on with Pisces and their ex? Who is this message for? Who am I connecting with? Let's see. Learn. I'm just going to put this out because it's going right up my nose. It happens all the time. It follows me. Okay, learn. Seek a mentor or find help from materials that resonate with you. So I'm feeling that you're a little bit lost at the moment, Pisces, as to which way you should be going in your love life in general. And this has been the vibe that I've been getting for the X readings overall, to be honest with you. It's about identifying what really matters and, making the choices based on what role you want that person to play and making those choices based on those values and those morals and those beliefs. Being very decisive about and very intentional with your love life. And that's an overall message I've been getting and I'm also getting for you as well. Seeking a mentor or find help from materials that resonate with you will help you uncover what really matters to you. That will trigger you in a way. You may be feeling confused about what's going on, what transpired with this ex, how things played out. You may be reaching out energetically, trying to understand them and trying to understand the situation, how you could have done things differently, how you could have done things, that would have had a more positive result, let's say. And in doing that, you're losing yourself in what could have been, which couldn't have been anyway, if things didn't happen the way they did. How confusing does that sound? But the only reason you're thinking the way you are, let's say right now, about how you could have changed certain things is because of what's already transpired. And therefore these thoughts wouldn't be had. Now, the door is opening for you, Pisces, to really explore and learn from that. Learn from that experience what aligned with you and what didn't. And really put those standards and those boundaries in place so that you can protect your heart and you can protect your energy. So that's a feeling I'm getting from that. And I'll hold the card up for you so you can see that. Feel free to take a screenshot of that if you like. And I'm going to pop it over here so that you can look at it as we do the reading. And let's draw out a couple of cards and see what this is actually about. Love. Ooh. one more. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of energy behind these cards. Cards are just flipping out everywhere. Okay. See what I mean? How can something that feels so good be so detrimental? That's the message I'm getting from this. You know, at the center of this, we have some very, very transformational energy here, Pisces. You know, this person was meant to cross your path because there are some life lessons here that you needed to learn to accomplish certain things in this lifetime, and you were destined to meet this person at some point or another when you were ready, and now was the time for you. And it was about balancing out the different aspects of yourself and learning things about yourself that they would have highlighted things you needed to learn and explore about yourself, so you can take that into your future and be of service in a different way. There is something here that needs to be accomplished by you. Now, how does something feel so good and be so detrimental? So what we're holding onto here, Pisces, is this connection that runs very, very deep, where you feel that you were completely understood and accepted as you were. Yet, what aspects of yourself were understood and accepted, Pisces? Were they your traumas and your wounds and the things that have happened in your past that this love interest could relate to, that you could both connect on? Were you connecting on a trauma level, or were you connecting on an open heart level? Were you connecting at a wound level that both of you needed to heal, and therefore there was a respect for certain boundaries that were in place? They were understood because of similar experiences, and so that's where you connected and together you healed. And so this connection was really, really embedded and formed, that there is an aspect of safety here to be had. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. But when we take all that away, when we see exactly what that connection point was, did everything else align? I don't think so, because it was too much. There was too much to carry. Now, both of you may have been experiencing some baggage or trauma. We all have it. Both of you may have been experiencing that and unable to lift one energetically up because you couldn't lift yourself up, right? So there was no reciprocation of love in a way that was able to be nurtured and to grow in a positive sense. It was all based on, this one connection point. And this was very, very tiring, was very exhausting. The point of connection was what kept you guys going. But what I really feel is that it was extremely difficult to keep every other aspect of a relationship vital and healthy. And it was ultimately, in order for you and for them, this is a joint thing, for you and for them to heal and release properly, there needed to be a separation that takes place to restore this balance, because neither of you were moving in a direction that was going to allow love to come in a healthy way. Very intense, actually, very intense. It reached the point that it just couldn't go on anymore. And you are aware of that, Pisces, and you may have been the one that pulled the plug, so to speak, and pulled the rug from under their feet, because you could see that this was not going to go anywhere, that there was work here that needed to be done, and neither of you and them as well were able to work through this together. It was proving to be quite unhealthy. I wouldn't say it was toxic. I wouldn't say it would. What I would say is that there was only one extremely powerful form of connection, but everything else did not work. There was way too much resistance, and you were carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders to pull this through. Let's have a look and see what their deal is. I'm going to take all of them. Why not? They all wanted to come out. You know, this ex of yours, very, very charming, very inspiring, very understands, connects with people on every single level, whether it be a child, whether it be an elderly person. They find a point of connection with everyone, and they did the same with you. And one of their traits is they inspire people from a heart level, and they are inspired on a heart level as well. They're big dreamers, and they always seek to expand, and they always seek to grow. And this ex was really trying to bring this together, was really trying to find ways to have luck on their side, really, really bring this together. And it's almost like they've come to terms that they've exhausted those possibilities. I also feel, Pisces, that they may have felt very lucky to have met you, and they were trying so hard to be something that they were not in that moment. They were trying to step into the shoes of the person that they wanted to become for you, Pisces, and you know, they just needed to go through that learning process and mature in that way before they could actually step into those shoes. You know, there is a whole process that needs to be followed before they could have stepped into those shoes. And I feel that they weren't quite ready, even though they wanted to do this for you. They tried everything that they could to do this for you, and they've ended up feeling heartbroken as a result of how this ended. Very, very heartbroken. They're in that feeling at the moment. At the same time, though, they are looking to the future to start something new. They want to take advantage of, you know, the opportunities that lie ahead of them. They're not the type to just give up on life. They will take that heartbreak. They will carry it, and they will move forward into the future. But it's with you on their mind. They're remembering there might be a bit of resentment here about the way this thing ended, and they may hold you responsible for, you know, maybe they feel like you gave up on them. And of course, guys, flip the energy as you need to. It is a general reading. If they sound more like you and you sound more like them. But that's how they're currently feeling. Let's have a look and see. So right now, you know, I'm sensing that neither of you can see or are willing to see the reality of the situation. And so both of you have moved away from it to get some peace of mind, to get some clarity, to learn from those lessons and look forward into the future. But both of you wanted this to work, and so there is an opportunity for something beautiful, to take place if you guys decide to come back together. Either way, Pisces, I feel that this new opportunity, that this new beautiful beginning lies ahead for you. Once this cycle is closed off, and once you learn the lessons that you need to learn from this, it does seem like there is an opportunity out there. And this opportunity also exists with your ex, because it's not a matter of the person, it's a matter of the vibration you put yourself in. And when you go through this entire journey and you learn that lesson that we were talking about, right? You learn it, and you learn from what didn't work and what you're going to do differently in the future. You put yourself in this frequency where this opportunity exists, and they are still attracted to you, Pisces. They still wanted a future with you. It just wasn't the right time for them. It wasn't the right time for you. Your point of connection wasn't enough to sustain this. And so further balance needed to come into play in every other aspect of your beings individually before it could be a healthy and reciprocal kind of love. That's the message I'm getting. It's just a sad... It's one of those situations where it's just a shitty situation where something good could have ended so bad. How can something that felt so good be so detrimental? That's exactly what I said at the beginning. All right, so let's have a look and see what energy does Spirit want you to surrender to start off with, so that you can start shifting out of this and start connecting with people and learning the lesson, so you can move into your future and really embrace whatever is coming your way, because I see the blessings, they're on their way, Pisces. All right, let's have a look and see. Surrender to non-action. You know what's interesting? You may be wanting to really reach out to them. Hold back. You may be feeling that you want to heal this wound. You may be feeling that you want to restore this, because what you're actually, your energy's attention is on that point of connection, and you may be wanting to heal it and kind of not remembering how painful certain aspects of this was. Spirit is telling you to surrender to non-action for now. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Now is the time for you, Pisces, to seek that mentor or find help from mentors that resonate with you. It's time to rebuild yourself so you can learn this lesson. So if the two of you do decide to come back together, it is something that is healthy and sustainable, and you won't have this happen to you again, where you feel you can't carry this anymore, where there is way too much energy, depleting energy being depleting you, right? You're putting way too much in to keep it going, and as a result, in the end, you become so tired and exhausted, you just let it go. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. And, you know, take that love that you feel, take those feelings that are coming in, that are arising within you, that you want to reach out and you want to offer to this ex, and redirect them in other ways. That same feeling redirected in a way that will be able to reciprocate in a form that will allow you to heal, that will allow you to feel love, that will allow you to feel affection, and then at the same time will allow you to reciprocate because you feel that you are safe and that there is no fear of being, things not going the right way. So you can continue to be in that energy of expanding the heart space, rather than in the energy that you were of the trauma and not being able to expand beyond that because there were those boundaries set by both of you. So putting yourself in the energy of those that are also able to reciprocate. And that doesn't necessarily have to be love interest, right? Like I said, mental friends, networking, all that kind of stuff. And then once you've done that, the blessings will start to come your way. Your frequency, your polarity, it will change. And let them come to you. They will come to you. They will energetically sense it, that you are off to this new beginning, and they're heartbroken. You will give them the space by focusing your energy and taking back your energy back onto yourself. You allow them the space that they need to see what also where they need to learn, where they need to take responsibility, why things ended the way they did. And then they will feel the need to possibly reach out just like you do to have this conversation. I hope that was helpful, Pisces. If this resonates and you'd like to reach out because you're finding it difficult to work through this basically and surrender to non-action without feeling anxious and without feeling panic setting by surrendering it, I would love to guide you through that. Feel free to reach out. My contact details are in the description box below. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic month and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, Pisces.